Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's Creative Redundancy back again, the one known as CR, like it says on your screen. And welcome to the Saturday edition of the stream from me. And you will see some other things too. That's all actually doing their update on something else. Want some people join me on this fine morning here out west here. You'll see something bright eventually. So hopefully everyone's doing well today. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the Friday. Hopefully everyone able to get some stuff done for the weekend. And maybe for some of you out there, start the gardening season or the spring. I still have that 404 error here. Spring still hasn't loaded here. I'm still waiting for it to load. I think I'm gonna still have to wait like 5 days. Hopefully not 5 weeks, but just 5 days for it. So let me just, like usually, put something in the chat. Make sure my chat's working like usual. And it is, yay. So, like I said, hopefully everyone's doing well today. I mean, I've been tied up doing things, but because I've been taught well, I'm able to maintain it. Just some cordage I have laying around. Speaking of which, I gotta put some of it back before I forget. So I'm just getting my morning going here with some sunshine and some coffee. Two things that help me wake up. Besides, I didn't see sunshine all day yesterday for the first day of spring. I saw like the opposite of spring yesterday. It looks like today I'm gonna see. Wow, actually, it's so bright outside. Not only am I charging solar devices like solar lights, actually, like, there's a very strong shadow or a very solid shadow. Which also means that solar ignition is technically possible right now. Yeah, it's clearly possible. Like, I'm seeing a lot of blue skies right now. And the clouds that are out there are thinning out. Actually, I'm gonna take a look on the opposite side just to see how much of the sun I'm actually seeing here. Oh, yeah. I'm seeing blue skies. Which is funny, because the forecast didn't actually say there was supposed to be sun this morning. I was supposed to see sun later in the day, right? So I'm just like, yes, which is good. So I can at least charge some solar lights amongst some other things. And the more important thing is what I see outside. Let's see if my proactiveness will pay off. I'll have to wait though for a little bit. I mean, it's still early in the day. It's still morning out west here in Canada. A couple more hours. Hell, it's still morning out east. It's only 11:30 Eastern right now. 8:36 Pacific. So I just rearrange a few things here. Just tidying up here while I do some stuff here, which includes coffee. So I tried to get my day going here. So I do appreciate everyone that dropped by on the last previous two live streams, specifically the previous last two. Which I'm gonna update what I showed in the last two live streams very shortly here. Once I get some more people dropping in, I'll show outside. Again. Oh, yes, it's starting to look nice, that's it. See if my proactiveness will pay off. I guess I'll have to wait and see. Keep going here. Let me open the door here. I'll show you guys. Alright. Like I said, spring's delayed here. Once again, 404 error. it doesn't seem like it's loaded yet. Although, I think it's slowly trickling in. See? Hi, like, look. I'm getting solar energy right now. Solar light source right now. The spot that I showed last night and the stream that I did earlier in the day yesterday, see? I did manage to clear this out. And like I said, I'm getting some solar energy. Like, I think it's actually melting in the sun right now. It is melting. It's starting to melt. I mean, it's still like in the 20 Fahrenheit range right now, -6 Celsius. However, because the surface is darker and there's solar sunshine, right, it is kind of melting, even though the temperature is below freezing. And like I said, it's clear out right now. Well, I shouldn't say clear, but it's I'm gonna actually call this mainly sunny. Like, I barely see anything here. Hold on. I'll show you guys the sky. Show you guys the sky here. Hey, look. Blue sky, man. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Lots of blue sky everywhere. Sunshine, too. Hey, sunshine. Look at that. Look how much blue sky I'm getting right now. That's why. I'm really glad I decided to take the extra time this morning just to get the layer of snow off the ground right now. It's definitely helping. It's definitely helping for me here. Might actually have to come back outside a little bit here. Well, I mean, I'm already outside right now, but just kind of move some of this layer of snow off that I got from yesterday. So, I showed the before, during, and now I'm showing the after part a little bit more. I mean, maybe I should, I got an idea. Might as well initial it. Right? Hey, maybe I should overlap the cigar. There we go. You can take a screenshot of that if you want. Oh, man. It's nice in the sun right now. I don't even have a jacket on right now. I mean, if I was out here longer, I would put it up, but it's nice out here right now, even in the sun. Slight breeze. I could see my breath, even in the sun, but like I said, it's 20 Fahrenheit, about -6 Celsius right now. Although I think the temperature will start to increase as the day goes on, especially with the sunshine I'm getting right now. It's very, very nice. So, walk back inside here because I left my coffee inside. And I gotta take care of a few things. Well, Mother Nature's not giving me a hand outside. I just had to kind of encourage it a little. I'm removing some of the layers right out there. So I'm gonna do something else here. dishes I gotta do here, amongst some other things. I'm gonna do that at the same time here while I'm doing this. I know I actually still have dishes. Not too much, but just like a little here. Let's quickly do this real quick here. Get this out of the way. Get my day going here. Much more. Amongst some other things. Take a drop of soap. I'm not even using that much. I don't have to do too much because I let it soak overnight, but so I'll be able to wipe the excess grease and stuff off. Right now, just doing it real quick here, like literally. That is what I'm doing. See, my bubbling personality here. So quickly wipe this here. This had some grease in it from what I was eating earlier. Well, yesterday actually. Let's not do this real quick here. Since this soapy water's still pretty good, I'm gonna pour it into that dish that I have to also clean. I have a little basin on the other side that I'm using. I'm just quickly rinsing this real quick here. In the basin, clean that gray water a little bit, if possible. Let's see if it passes. You see, yes? Your stream's starting to sound squeaky. Yeah. Squeaky clean, that is. Just kidding. Oh, yeah. Nice. Wash this other one while I'm at it, too. And my fork that I was using for this. Real quick here. That's why I wanted to actually show the outside before I went to do this. I didn't want to go outside with wet hands. I mean, it's sunny outside. It's not like that cold, but I also don't want to be outside with wet hands if I don't have to. Get this out of the way here real quick. Do this real quick. Get this out of the way so I can actually do some other things here. So one of the things I haven't decided yet, but I am planning to do a stream for Sunday, which will be, the 22nd of this month, March. Alright. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it in the afternoon or in the evening. I haven't decided yet. And what I'm gonna talk about or do, I think I will have a specific topic for it, but I'm not sure at the moment. Quickly rinse my bowl here. Squeaky clean. Hi, Anne. I'm pretty sure you meant to say CR, not GR. I'm good. How are you doing? Just cleaning up my bowl right here real quick. And I also have to clean up the sink. There's some stuff in here. It's stuck on the basin here. I'm gonna quickly do this. I'm kind of glad now that I decided to leave that gray water from rinsing earlier, 2 seconds ago, because I need to actually clear the sink, which means I need some liquid. There we go. A little bit better. Put that over there. Use the gray water. And empty my strainer from the excess food stuff. At least my sink is kind of looking a little bit nicer now. I mean, it's not perfect. Still some stuff in there, but I got some of it. Yeah, you're going home right now? Well, safe travels, Hannah. Safe travels on your ride back. Safe travels on your way back. As I try to do a few extra little things here. Like the counter amongst some other things. I'll let my phone charge a little bit here. I dropped a little bit. Showing some of that stuff, showing the video. So I will plug it back in for temporarily here. This is like more like a audio stream that I will show briefly of certain little things. I mean, just checking on something here. I'm just letting my battery charge up a little here. I'll show some things in a little bit here. I'm just letting it charge up a little here. I might actually have to go. I might actually go grab a battery bank so I can stay mobile. Maybe I'll show some of the outside again. I'm just letting my hands dry first. It is -6 Celsius outside, 20 Fahrenheit outside. Although it is, I'm getting some sun right now. I'm just letting my battery kind of increase a little bit. Pick up a little bit more of a charge. Since I'm streaming. Oh, I appreciate that, Ann. Appreciate that. Get my battery bank out. Alright. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna clear out some other things too. Here's the basin I was talking about that I have it. Yeah, I have a sinking feeling. I'm gonna show more of it tomorrow. Yeah, it's just some gray water. Like I said, I was just using this gray water just to rinse the bottom of the sink. Kind of deal. Since I needed some water for it anyways. And I was just rinsing, right, earlier, so figured I'd use some of it up. Wipe my counter here. Like I said, I'm getting some sunshine today. I mean, here's my counter. See, I'm getting some sunshine today. Yeah, like look how strong that is. Like my hands casting the shadow very nicely. Hey Howie, how are you doing, man? Good morning, Howie. I appreciate you dropping by. Hey Howie, you want to see what I want to see outside now? I'll show you guys outside for a little bit. I mean, I still have to charge my phone, but let me go grab my jacket real quick here. It's on the side here. Especially since you saw last night's stream, my previous live stream that I did on the Friday night. One of my late night streams. Let me open the door here. Like I said, I'm getting some sunshine here. I mean, I think I either saw a magpie or a crow. I couldn't tell. It looked dark. Like, look at this. This is the spawn I showed last night. Oh, wait, it's different now because I actually cleared it. Remember, and I was doing this late last night. I just finished it off this morning here. Like, look at it. Look at the sunshine I'm getting here. Look at that sunshine, right? Clear out that spawn. Yeah, see, it is melting. Even though it's below freezing. It's probably -5 now. I don't think it's -6 anymore. -5, 22-ish Fahrenheit or whatever, right? So, yeah. Because once this dries and stuff like that, welcome back, welcome back, Uga. Yeah, once this dries, it'll be good again. I won't even have to worry about it, unless something else comes my way that isn't rain and freezing and cold, or hopefully I won't get more frozen white rain, as I say. But yeah. Because I took the time early this morning to clear this off, to remove the excess snow, expose the ground. Like I've said in this other video, expose the ground. That way, the solar energy I'm getting, the sunshine I'm getting, can actually do something. Melt the thin layer that I have on the top, and hopefully dry this out a lot more. Like, obviously, this is sun-facing side, right? So I'm like, yeah. Oh, are you? Okay. Like, look at this spot right here. Hey, you can just see that start melting. So I can't wait. Can't wait. That's why I took the time to expose the ground today. I'm just moving some. Oh yeah, it's working like a charm. I'm just checking some of these air spots that are in the sun right now. I can actually see the pavement again. That's why I took the time for this. I'll be able to see this again. Nice. Yeah, I hear the birds. I can't see them, but I hear them in the distance. I can't even see. I mean, I see little birds flying around and stuff like that. Those little birds sometimes that I see at times, I'm like, they fly so fast at times, right? They're just like a blur. It's like, right? Or like when you like turn a corner or something, and all these birds just come out of nowhere and startle you, right? Like, here's this. Yeah, so the snowbank I got. I mean, it is melting. My snowbank's, the main snowbank's like only like, I don't know, less than 2 feet tall now. I mean, I've had the snowbank much taller than this, although it's been nice out. Even though I got some snow here, it's not like really that much, really, in the long term. It's already March, right? So it's not like if it was like December right now, it'd be different. It would stick around longer, but since it's March, after equinox, after the first day of the calendar of spring, daylight hours are getting longer, right? Right. Up to 12 hours right now, right? So, and it's sunny outside. And I forgot I left my coffee inside. So I'm going back in to go get my coffee. And I gotta top off my phone back up. Yes. Yeah, do you? That's cool. Well, I can't see the birds. They're way in the distance. My camera's not gonna be able to pick that up. And it'll be like a blur going by because they're flying so fast, right? Let me just plug it back in here. Come on. Okay. Get my device back in here. Hold on a second. Let me go get my. Not my tripod, but one of my air stands I have. So I can keep the video. I'll keep the video in, but I gotta go. Like, I have my phone holder in right now. I need to find my air stand. so I can actually turn it on. Hold on a sec. I gotta put screw it into the stand here. Alright. That thing's on the table right now. Just so you guys can actually see something. And I need to make sure my battery's actually charging here. Yeah, it is. I have no idea what's gonna show. I don't want. I have I have like letters on the table right now, so maybe move that out of the way. All right, show my table so you guys can actually see something for a little bit while charging my phone here. Among some other things. Yes. Into my hands. And yes, I'm charging some lights. See? Hopefully I'll be able to get them back into that 1.1 volt, 1.2 volt range, top them off and stuff like that. As I get more of my day started here. I guess I'm doing pretty good. Cleared some of the snow, did some dishes, now I'm doing a live stream. It's all good, it's all good. Check on some batteries while I'm at it too. Like some of these guys right here, I have on the side. These two are actually charged. I just have them on the side. I made a rudimentary type of organizer for it. Nothing too special, right? Like literally, I took a box, some cardboard, and I just made something real quick. I just needed something that to sort, like. I'll show you guys. I just needed something to sort the batteries from. Oh, these are good because the positive side's up, and this side, which is negative, and the negative side is pointing up, if that makes any sense, right? That way I kind of know, for example, let's just say right now, the Solroids I have, right? Let's just say, oh, it's charged, right? Now I can put it on where I have, these are fully charged, these are empty. So if that one battery's charged, put it over here, and take another one and start charging that battery. Hello, Vanessa. I appreciate that, Vanessa, very much. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's too cold here too, Vanessa. I mean, I am getting some sunshine today, which is nice. Nice, Vanessa, nice. Very, very nice. As I move some stuff around here. Oh, yeah. Hey, Sandy, how are you doing? Hi, my Irv. Still plugging. I'm still charging the battery bank that I showed on the previous live stream. I think actually on the previous 2 live streams, technically, right? I'm actually charging it back up now as I speak. I mean, I can dip into another battery bank if I want to while the other one's charging. So. No, 48 but rain tonight for you. And that's like about 7 Celsius, give or take, right? 50 is 10, 50 Fahrenheit is 10 Celsius. Oh, no, okay, Sandy. I'm pretty sure that's sprouting our interest. I mean, Howie's probably like, yeah. CB's probably like, yeah, and Vanessa's like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah. Nice, nice. I think I might start doing something like that soon too. At this rate. At this rate. I mean, especially if Mother Nature really encourages me by, oh hey, CR, here's a little bit more sunshine and some above freezing temperatures for a bit. That will also motivate me too. Oh yeah, nice, 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 Sandy, nice. Okay, so last night on my previous live stream, I did this runtime test of a light source array here, like something like this array. Because like I've heard this like I wouldn't say it's like a rule, but like they say, oh, you're only gonna get 2 or 3 hours if you run your of time if you run your light on your phone, right? Well, this one right here, I ran this light last night, even a little bit longer than after I ended the stream, but I basically went for 2 hours on it straight, right? Like literally from core after and 2 hours later, right? Like an additional half an hour after I did the live stream, right? I basically only dropped like 20, 21, 22%. So, for 2 hours worth. So that's not too bad. Because I've heard that this, oh, you're only going to get like 2 or 3 hours off your battery if you leave the light function on. I mean, I'm not going to go into details because I went into them last night on the previous stream, but just to say that, right? Like, I went from like 76% down to like 55. And that's with the light source on the whole time. So, one of those things. At least my battery's going up. I'll just leave this on the screen here. See, that's my hook. This is my hook for the stream. You get it? To hook you guys in. Because it's got a CR in it. That I made from scraps. I'm trying to remember even where I got this metal piece. It's not full tank, by the way. It's only probably up to here or whatever, right? I don't need a full tank, but I did need this. I mean, I've shown this many different times. I mean, Sandy, there's a limited amount of recharge cycles you get from batteries, generally speaking, right? I mean, it can vary depending on the type, too, right? You know, is it lithium? Is it older school nickel metal hydride, NIMH, right? Like, this one right here, for example, nickel metal hydride, right? So it would depend. I mean, I actually have rechargeable nickel metal hydride type batteries from a place that doesn't even exist anymore here in Canada. I don't even know how the hell they're still going, right? They're like, I actually have battery rechargeable. Maybe I don't use them that often or whatever. Maybe I haven't ran through all the recharge cycles or whatever, right? But I actually have like these AAAs, right, from a place that I got a long time ago. It doesn't exist anymore, and I've had them before I started this specific channel. They're older than the channel, so I mean, yeah, it just depends. I mean, I've had some that go down, cut out sooner, right? Like, if you use them frequently, yeah, you're gonna go through the recharge cycle a lot more. So it depends. That's why I have various amounts. I keep a lot more, right? And it also depends what type you have to, right? I mean, like, I mean, I have this lithium iron phosphate type battery. Technically, although it's not that high on scale of like capacity, just 400. But yeah, yeah. I mean, like, are you using? You want to use them like regularly for like flashlights or headlamps, or is it like like some sort of power outage, lights out kit type of thing, Sandy? Like, don't get me wrong. I have other light sources. I have other batteries too, right? I have things I can dip into. like, like I have this as a light source too. You just can't see it so well because it's daytime right now. But yeah. Let me see here what you sent. Hold on a sec. It's all good, Vanessa. Okay, yeah. Welcome back. Oh, for power outages? As it's... I mean, I know... Hey, Uncle Al, how are you doing? I was about to say, I know Gil has shown, and I think Huga has those lights that, like, you leave in the socket, and it charges it up, but as soon as there's no power, they automatically turn on, right? I mean, that's also an option. I do not have that. I was actually, ever since I saw Gail and some other people with them, I'm like, you know what? I've been thinking of that might be a good option, actually, right? It might not be such a bad option. I mean, I get solar lights as an option, right? But those lights, because they just plug in and then as soon as the power's out, they'll turn on automatically. You wouldn't even notice, right? So suddenly you wouldn't be in the dark, right? Because the light would turn on automatically. Hopefully you'd be close enough in that room to see it, right? I appreciate you dropping by, Uncle. Hold on a sec. Okay, I gotta make sure my battery's still charging here. Yeah. I mean, I got other things I can dip into, like, for light and stuff like that. I mean, technically, even though it's daytime, I got my stream light in my pocket right now. Let's see. It's still got power. I really do like this, by the way. I don't know if I can actually I don't know if you're gonna see that. It's probably way too bright. I can barely see it on screen. You might be able to notice it, but yeah. I mean, I didn't buy this, by the way. This was actually gifted to me by a friend of mine, so. But I've had this for a little bit. I don't know, 10 years? Maybe? I'm trying to remember, it's been a while. But, like, it's got one of those reversible clips, right? So I can put it on a hat or clip it, right? I appreciate that, Uncle. Oh, doesn't? Sandy? Oh. I mean, for me, the solar lights are, like, kind of, like, I wouldn't necessarily say they're the primary option. They're more like the alternative option, right? That I would tend to use first. Like, the last time I had a power outage, right, which is also during a heat wave, during that time. Because actually, during that time, there was a heat wave here, right? Heat dome, whatever you want to call it, right? And one of the things to be proactive was I made sure because during a heat wave, well, usually you're getting sunshine, right? Usually, right? I mean, like, if you think about it, right? Usually, if you're getting a heat wave, usually you're getting sunshine, right? So I made sure I was charging up solar lights, the batteries that go with them, and all that stuff, making sure every single one was top off and stuff like that. Take care of. But, like, I actually, during that time, because I wanted to take a shower, not because I needed one, I just needed a cool shower rate, just because it was hard during that time, right? And basically I use the solar light to take a shower. Now I've actually done that again twice now, but I have another way of doing it now. But I was just like, it was nice. Like I didn't have to dip into any like a flashlight or a headlamp yet, right? Yet I was able to take that 2 minute cool shower real quick. Like it was just a cooling shower. I wasn't showering for cleanliness. It's more just to cool off, right? Because at that time it was still hot, relatively speaking, right? In that 90 Fahrenheit range, 32 Celsius range, and stuff like that. Your current pocket carry light is right angle Nebo with USB-C plug to charge and a hand. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, hold on, Uncle. Hold on. That reminds me of something, Uncle. I'm just trying to remember what it is. Because I'm remembering your video now, and that short. Oh, you have a solar motion light in your yard, so when... Let's go. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's a good option, right? Yeah, I get it, yeah. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec, Uncle. Hold on, you're gonna wait. It'll be worth it. Okay, well, Uncle, I guess you're gonna be mad because I can't find that one light right now without searching for it, and I don't want to leave the stream silent too long. I mean, I swear I'm not. See, now it's gonna get to me, and now I know how to find it. Like, I got other light sources too, right? Like, I mean, I could dip into another kit here. I mean, I got these, right? I got something like that. Yeah, okay, Uncle, I get it. Right. Like I said to Uncle Al, right? I'd rather have something like this than whine about being in the dark. Alright? That's what I said. Just saying. But yeah, I was gonna say, Uncle, I don't usually use those, right? Because I will use the other sets I have, or the solar lights, or whatever, the headlamps, right? Or the flashlights that I have, right? Torches. Right? Because obviously, a crank light or a wind-up light still isn't hands-free. And sometimes I need the hands-free where I need, an actual headlamp. And yes, the batteries are working. Right. There is actually batteries in there. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do here? Since I actually have this out right now anyways, I'm gonna check the batteries. Oh man, here. I got my multimeter on the side anyways. I'm just gonna check it to see. It's still in that 1.1 volt range. I can still use it for a little bit. I mean, if I top off some of these other batteries, and if I have some more time, maybe I can top these AAAs that I have in here. Yeah, there we go. Maybe I can top this back off, so it's ready to go as much as possible. I don't know why my phone's not. This isn't. So yeah. I mean, I got some other stuff too I can dip into, which I've shown before. And actually, Hold on. I swear, I see. Now I want to go find it. Hold on. I'm gonna turn off the video so I can bring the device with me. It's not. Couple pumps and it's charged. Yeah, I got you there, Uncle. So now it's not good to me know that I can't find it. I feel like I'm not prepared. Not because I clearly don't have it nearby. Because I think I put it away or something like that. I definitely did put it away, didn't I? Which is funny. It feels like I saw it the other day too. Although I've been like cleaning up, so I'm not sure, but see now see now it's not get to me now that I can't find it. I'm not prepared. I don't have that one ready. Even though I got every other light available. Right? Headlamp, yeah, check. Solar lights, check. Flashlights, check. Can't find that one current squeeze light. Like, see, now it's gonna get to me. I swear, after I finish the stream, I'll be like, oh, look, I finally found it. Oh, but I ended the stream already. I must have put it to the sun. I haven't used it for a little bit. Oh, of course. But yeah, I mean, it's on the side somewhere. Oh, yeah. I will show you guys outside once again. I showed this earlier, and remember everyone, I showed, the spot I'm gonna show is similar spot that I've shown in the last 2 live streams, because I did the live stream yesterday. Oh yeah. And remember everyone, it's non-technically, it's sunny outside, but it's still below freezing. Technically. But yes, see? Snow. Hey look, my cigar's still in there. It hasn't melted yet, but because I just showed this earlier. Yeah, see? I'm getting some solar energy here. Sunshine, so it is starting to melt a little here in the sun for me. No, did you, Sandy? This spot's still in the shade, so it's not the snow's not melting, but here, it is definitely melting very, very nicely. I actually took the time to kind of get this back to the ground, the pavement, cement, sidewalk, whatever you want to call it, right? I actually took the time to not really scrape it, but I kind of swept it. That's why it's actually doing its job. Like, especially if this day keeps going like this, I'll be able to have a dry ground very soon here. Especially since it just snowed like yesterday. Yes. Because I saw like maybe, I don't know, maybe a quarter of a foot of snow. I don't know. A couple inches at least. Maybe 3 or 4 inches. Maybe about 10 centimeters. More or less, right? I mean, can't be certain because some of it did melt on contact, right? However, once the temperature started to go down, that's when the melting stopped and then it started to accumulate, right? Hence, I had to shovel and all that stuff. But once again, Mother Nature is providing me, again this year, this 2025-2026 winter season. Yes, here you go, Sierra. It's gonna snow on this day, but don't worry, it'll be sunny the next day. Right? I've seen it several times now where it's like snow, sunny the next day. Alright? And especially on a day like this where the temperature's closer to the freezing mark, or the freezing mark, right? Closer to 0.32, it's actually melting. In the sun anyways, alright? The ambient temperature's still below freezing though. That's why it's not melting that fast. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully I can say that, Sandy. Oh, okay. Well, that should be another shining example of being prepared, right, Uncle Al? Right? Yeah. Yeah, 2 weeks, I can't wait. I know my immediate forecast for this coming up week, as in the end of the month, it's still not now warm, but I mean, it's not that cold. 60, you're getting 66? Like, that's like, what, 18, yeah, about 18, 17, 17, 18 Celsius? Damn. 91? What was that? That's like, what, 33 Celsius. It's 90 Fahrenheit is 32, 86 is 30, 27 is 80, 21 is 70, 16 Celsius is 60, 50 Fahrenheit is 10, 32 is 0, 0 Fahrenheit is minus 17, and so forth and so forth. And no, I didn't do the math in my head. I just remember the numbers, more or less. Around that. Put my phone back on my stand here. I also need to charge it back up too. What? Your daughter saw 40 Celsius 104? Right? Dang. Can you guys spare a degree or two? Can you guys spare a few degrees? Can you guys spare a few degrees? CR would appreciate it. I would definitely appreciate it. CR would definitely appreciate it, yes. I randomly have this, by the way. No, well, yeah, I mean, that's there, right, Uncle? I would expect the temperature to make that there. Yeah. I feel like I'm getting. I feel like I'm like breaking in a sweat just reading all of these warm comments. Maybe I was sipping my coffee here. Oh, by the way, everyone, I will show you guys something. Yes, that's a stone. And yes, I have been using this stone, by the way. And yes, I have been using this stone, by the way. Because I tried it out this winter. I've been trying this out on Go Out. That old school kind of thing. Heating up stones. Yes, I have actually heated up the stone with fire. Not like a big fire, right, obviously. And I have gone red hot, but I have used it. That's why you saw that little foil thing. So I don't get soot over it. That's why it looks like this. And this was just... I know, I think it was foil from something else. I mean, you could see how many times they've used this now. Yeah, so I was trying some of that stuff out. I was just like, I already had the stones anyways, right? And they were dry already, right? It's not like I went outside to use some rock or stone that's been wet for a while, right? I was using just something I already had inside, so it was already dry. So I've gotten it pretty hot. Not like red hot or glowing hot, no, but hot enough that it's like, you know, really warm, really warm for like 45 minutes. Even after removing it from its heat source, because it's, you know, it's a thermal battery. Thermal mass, although more like a little mini hand warmer, Sandy. I've been trying this out actually. I mean, the time that you get from something like that will vary, right? Because depending on how much mass, how big it is, right? But I was pleasantly surprised that I could just use even residual heat. Let's say you turned off a stove or whatever, and you know, the element's still hot for a little bit, right? Because it's got residual heat. I was able to even use that, for example, right? So at times, let's say I'm making coffee or whatever, I gotta heat up some water or whatever, right? For some coffee, right? I would do that while the stove's cooling off. I'm setting the stones there to absorb that residual heat. Go out, shovel the snow real quick, come back in. I can warm up my hand real quick because I have residual heat, and basically use heat that I was using to boil water for my coffee to warm up my hands via a hand warmer via using a stone. Do I know what type of stone that is? No, I don't. I have no idea. All I know, it's smooth and it is working, and it's not cracking under pressure. Take care, Uncle O. I appreciate you dropping by, man. Well, I should say I appreciate you walking by. 2.5 miles? For the amount of snow I clear at times, it feels like I walk that distance all the time. But yeah, Sandy, like, I've been just trying it out. I'm actually, I think when I get a chance again, I'm gonna look for some other stones to use. Like, I got, like wool to put them into, for example, right? I mean, like, I even have it right next to me, right? Wool. It's 100% wool, by the way. Alright? No, like, so I would use something like this versus. No, you could do that too, yeah, of course. Also, I mean, I've messed around with hot water bottle and stuff like that. I just wanted to try this out, see the difference. I think one of the differences I noticed is that I can use residual heat to heat the stone, not necessarily when heat up water to the boiling point, or like really hot, right? Because I'm using residual heat, and of course, a stone doesn't leak, right? It doesn't leak, right? Although it can get pretty warm, almost hot, right? Like obviously, like anything, you gotta be careful, right? You don't want to burn yourself, right? I've never used heated gloves or heated jacket. I guess I'm old school. You got frostbite years ago and didn't tolerate the colding. I mean, everyone's got their tolerances to heat and cold, right? But like I've said, everyone has an upper limit to it too, right? In time, it'll expose you for exposure, right? I mean, especially if you don't have your heat because it's cold, or water, or way to cool off because it's really hot, right? In time, your body will give out without some sort of mitigation or proactively doing something about it. Finding shade or getting out of the wind or something like that, right? Because I know frostbite sucks. Oh, you keep a wool blanket in your car kit for winter, Sandy? Cool. Yeah, I mean, I've worn this wool. I've been actually digging this lawnmower. Originally, I just like didn't know, but I was just like, as I've actually have it now, I can actually find other ways of using it now. This wool sleeve. I mean, I've used this for when I'm making char cloth, which I've shown in an older video. Well, actually, I didn't show it, but I did have it on. Alright. Because I had to reach in with tongs to get my char tin. Because I was making char cloth at that time. Right. This helped. Because everyone, when I was doing it, I had some friends and some other people around. They're like, "Hey, Sealer, careful, man. You don't want to get burned." I'm like, yes. This sleeve I'm wearing is not synthetic or cotton. It's wool. You'll be able to resist some heat to a certain degree, right? Honestly, because it's campfire, right? And I had to reach and get my tin out. That's why lately, I have longer tongs now. I used to have shorter tongs, then I realized maybe I could use some longer tongs, for example. Well, hey, Sandy, maybe you can actually just grow it. Grow a heat source. Or grow something to use for something like that. Right? I mean, I know Uncle said you can make a dry bean vest. I mean, yeah, you could do something like that. If you have the power to run it and all that stuff. Hey, Uncle, you don't have to stick around, man. I know you're walking. It's all good, man. It's all good. I appreciate you sticking around, but because I thought you were taking off. Nice, nice. The spots are in the sun right now. The snow's starting to melt. It's not quite drying yet, but it is melting. I can look outside my window and see it right now. So it's definitely getting somewhere with it. See, now it's gonna get to me that I can't find that light source. I think I put it to the side and I just can't see it right now without looking deeply for it. Oh, your hands get cold, Sandy? Well, you could try some of these things though, right? Like, don't get me wrong, my hands can get cold too, right? Like, not right now, but I mean, during the winter and stuff like that, right? Because a lot of the time, my hands are a lot colder than people's hands, for example, right? We'll be outside for the same amount of time, and we'll be like, hey, look at my hands, they're colder, right? Well, for what the conditions are, right? This is why, like, I would have something like this with me, or gloves or mitts with me, right? Because usually, now, if my hands are warm, because of the mitts or the gloves I'm wearing, right? Usually that means that, yeah, it's holding back some of the heat. Or reducing the heat loss, I should say, right? That's how I've been testing them, too. Some of this other stuff that I've done. I mean, I guess I got an example right here. Since I got something right here. I showed it on the previous live stream, technically, and I put it away, but... Wait. Sorry. Like this stuff right here, which I've shown, right? Right? Where I took actual gloves and I converted them into mitts. Somehow I got 2 layers, right? This is the smaller one, right? I don't have much in the way of padding or insulation on this, so it's not like as warm as some of the other ones I have, but yeah, it might help. I see. I mean, I've had frostbite I have to a certain degree on my thumb and stuff like that, right? So I feel your pain on that. Maybe I was just lucky that it wasn't as bad. I was able to recover no long-term residual type of effects, I guess, right? I'm just keeping it in this little baggie here. Wow, it's actually not a baggie. It's more like... Isn't it? Hold on. I can't read it. It's that inflatable padding that they use for packages. Yeah, I realize it's pretty good for something like this. No, of course, right? These are synthetic. This ain't wool, right? I get it. I understand, Sandy. But I also, those were, single layer gloves that I can two pairs of single layer gloves that I converted into mitts. And it only took a little bit of thread, some gear like a sewing needle, and the time. And some knowledge on how to do like back stitches or running stitches, right? So it's not that complicated. However, the result speaks for itself, right? For example, yeah. Yeah, I understand. It can be hard to find something like that, especially if you don't have a source for it or know someone. Right? I do not know someone with a sheep. Right? I know I have another follower here on the channel. Like her name's Stephanie. She weaves. She crochets with wool and stuff like that, right? She's made a lot of stuff, right? So her and Chris. Actually, they live here in Canada too. They're actually Canadian too. They live out east, Eastern time zone. But you know, it's always cool when I see some of that stuff. I'm like, oh, I need some access to that. I can't wait to, yeah. Yeah, you like that? Well, I imagine I still know you can sew, Sandy. I know you can, right? I know that you can, right? And I'm not just talking about sewing seeds in the ground, so you know. And so I just said all that. Hopefully you understood that because I just used so many times. Hey, it's Iron Fire Horse. Hi. Good morning. Wow. Sorry. Good afternoon, Iron Fire Horse. I keep forgetting you lived out east. No, I get that. I get that. I mean, I can layer in gloves and stuff with it. I mean, for example, right? I guess I'll bring them back up. Yeah, hi. Right. As part of the layering that I can do, right? I'll show this real quick. Alright. Because sometimes I'll put this over my jacket or whatever. Let's just say I put this on, okay, and layer this over top, right? For example, too. Not quite a wool mitt or wool glove, but I mean, this is multifunctional, right? Because I was originally, when I was doing this, I was just like, oh, hey, maybe I should cut this and make some wool mitts, right? But I realized, I'm like, I don't actually have to. It's probably better if I leave it as a whole piece and use it as a whole piece, right? Because, yeah, you know, I'd be able to make maybe, you know, 1 cent, right? However, I would lose the capability of putting this as a sleeve or over my arm. It's smaller, right? And stuff like that. I can still wear it like a mint to a certain degree, right? Because I can just put it over my hand, right? And stuff like that and go from there. And yeah. And I can use this for other things too. Okay, hold on. I gotta put. You know, I just put this away. Now I'm putting it back away again, and I brought it back out. Now I gotta put it back away again. Just had to check on the time real quicker. Hold on, I gotta put. Oh yeah, so you. This kind of stuff. I've realized it's actually decently organized to put my gloves or mitts or whatever into. I've actually used some of this stuff at times. I can actually just slide it in there. You know, obviously it doesn't seal because it's not a Ziploc or press and seal type of bag, but at least I could just keep it organized, right? I mean, if I really had to, right? I mean, if I really had to, I could just tie it off, right? Okay, I got some cords right here, for example, right? I could just be like, do something like this and just tie it off with a taut one hitch. You know, is it gonna be like waterproof all the way? No, but it'll resist some rain. It will. If I drop this in the snow, it's not gonna get wet, per se, right? Really? Wow, really? Sandy? Now you're sprouting my interest. Not my gardening interest, but my quilting interest. I have considered that, actually. I've been considering it. I haven't actually started, per se, right? But I have watched a few videos and stuff like that. I think I can understand it to a certain degree, right? But I'm just sourcing out some material for it right now, actually, still. Because, like, I don't want to just, I mean, I could, I mean, I've done some sewing, so I think I can understand making squares and all that stuff, right? But I actually want to put one together. I just need enough material to do it. Where I could start and I just have, here's a very small 1 foot square quilt sample prototype. Right. I want a little bit more than that. Hopefully something that can actually like cover my back or my legs or whatever, right? Because one of the other things that I've been considering is like, and I've mentioned this to another channel and stuff like that. They're not really a bushcrafting channel or whatever, but they're kind of an outdoor type of channel. But I still want a winter cloak. Because yes, I have used a blanket in the wintertime as a cover option. I have done it before, and I realized how nice it is. Because it could block the wind and stuff like that, right? I just would like one that's like, doesn't look like more like a blanket, but it looks more like a article, like a winter article of clothing you would wear outside, right? So like, in a certain way, right? So it would actually be like rounded and not square or rectangle. Really? Your family's big quilters? Oh, that's cool. Really? Oh, let me screenshot that. Click here. So I can refer to what Iron Fire Horse said. Yeah, okay. Well, you know, both of you, I was actually thinking of doing it so old school without even a sewing machine. No, of course, Iron Fires, right? Right, the Amish and such, and well, probably other cultures too that have done it, right? They've probably done it by hand. Obviously, a sewing machine just makes it faster, right? You know, but some of them at times they're sewing the squares by hand, right? Because obviously, you know, if I could do it by hand, I'm pretty sure I could do it with a sewing machine, right? But just because I have a sewing machine or use a sewing machine doesn't mean you can hand sew. You know, obviously, you know, it's the trade-off with time and such, right? Precision and stuff like that. Because the sewing machine only makes it's very even spacing, right? But hand sewing, you can tighten up the stitches per inch or whatever, right? So I can make them tighter and stuff like that. You know, these overweaving things on the sewing machine or back stitching, yeah. Really? Wow. Oh yeah, now you guys are persuading me a lot more right now. It's like, screw it, I'm just gonna do it right now. No. Right? That's almost how it feels like right now. I feel like just doing it right now or something like that. Because I've actually have mentioned this before. Well, not directly, but I have mentioned it to someone else. One of my other followers here that I talked to. No, but like, I'm just thinking like of the material, right? I kind of want it as the same type of material, right? So it's cotton, synthetic, whatever, wool, right? That kind of thing. I don't want to actually mix the materials too much because, you know, I don't want to be like, oh, this is 100% wool, it'll resist fire or heat or whatever, and be like, oh, wait, this one square is synthetic. Right, that kind of thing. So I want to kind of keep it the same as much as small as wool, right? Maybe some sort of pattern or color, if possible, right? Yeah. The consistency. Yeah. I think that's the word you're looking for, right? Yeah. That's why I'm trying to. I think this is why I'll try to do it with a t-shirt first. T-shirts first, because they're more or less the same, right? I'll just have to pick out the color and all that stuff, right? I mean, I've seen the videos on it and stuff like that. Have I started one, made a prototype? No. Right? That I haven't, but hopefully you'll get to it, right? You know, it reminds me of like what I used to do back in school and all that stuff. Oh, let me just bring this back into frame. I didn't realize that was not in frame. And I'll just randomly put that there. Yes. Bowline. Yeah, see? Fix loop. Just gonna undo this real quick here. Modified tightline hitch. But yeah. Because I've been thinking, I'm like, you know, I do have an idea for a different reason for having the quote. If I make a conversion, there may be something I can do with it. However, until I actually have more than just a prototype, like an actual like scale version of one, I don't know how effective it is for what I want it used for. Not just to cover, or more, but there isn't a reason that I might consider. However, I have to wait, because it's seasonally dependent. It's just like how I said, like, some of this winter stuff I have, right? Like, a hat or whatever, right? I don't know how warm it is until it's actually cold enough outside, right? Like, right now, you know, if I were enough layers outside, it'd be fine, right? It's sunny outside, right? Totally different in minus 22 Fahrenheit, minus 30 Celsius, and so forth, right? So that's why at times I'm just like, I'll look forward to cold, not because it's cold, because I actually don't like cold that much, but, you know, I have my tolerances, but it's the only time I get to try out certain things or test it, because it's actually cold enough to justify using it. And I can actually see with real world conditions, right? With an actual numerical value, quantitative value on it. Well, I'll see what I can do, Iron Fire Horse, right? Hey, Sunflower! How are you? Hola! See, Sunflower? That's who I was talking about. I've talked to about the quilting. She knows about this. I've mentioned it, right, Sunflower? Have I mentioned quilting to you, Sunflower? Wait for an answer. Alright? So, yeah. Just grabbing a chair here real quick. Yes, and weaving, see? Yes. Because, well, I mean, I still have to relearn that, actually. I feel like I have made something, a prototype, but I was using paracord for it. It was a little bit more forgiving. However, I dismantled it because I needed that paracord for another project for someone else, right? So I don't have it anymore, and I've only done it that one time. So I definitely am not proficient in it, let alone experienced at it. I think I'm gonna have to rewatch videos to remember how to cast on and off. I think I can understand the pattern, right? It's just that I gotta do it again. And then I just do it again. I have to actually start making and do it more frequently, right? You know, so it becomes more second nature. Like sewing, for example, right? Where I don't have to be like, or something along the lines of that, or learning it more like if I was learning how to do knots and stuff like that, right? Where it just becomes second nature and doing it, right? You know, I'd be like, yep, go back twice, and then go around and make a loop right here, and make an adjustable loop right here, and stuff like that. Yeah, I kind of made that poorly. I didn't dress it up, but you know what I mean. Well, if I learn, see, actually, the reason why I learned how to crochet because it's got steel. Sorry, hold on one sec. Sorry, excuse me one sec, please. Okay, I'm Max. Sorry about that. Yo! I'm just practicing. I'm just seeing what you guys just wrote. But yeah, I want to learn crocheting just because it's got theory. I mean, I've tried braiding already. You know. I've tried braiding before, right? This would be known as a zipper chain stitching, right? Probably the easiest daisy chain type of thing you can do for braiding, right? Then unzippers itself. Like that. I like to use it. Although it's more simplistic, it's not as thin as like a cobra weave type of braid, but it's more deployable. Because it can undo itself faster. If necessary, if I had to use the cordage or whatever, right? Yes, there you are. There you are. I'm trying not to break out in the song here. You're false. That almost sounds like a cliche falling asleep while knitting. I'm fine, horse. Yes. Can you help me here? Why? I kind of made some mistake. I kind of thought I was still making the sweater, but I was not. Can you help me? Okay. I can just hear that. Just like something like that. Oh, you like that? I know Sunflower has mentioned that to me, and technically it's got CR in it, so this is like I want to maybe I should try that too, right? And crocheting along the lines of that. I mean, technically I have tried it. I think the reason why I want to learn it is not just because crochet or whatever's got CR in it and stuff like that. That's beyond the point. I think the reason why I want to learn it is to expand what I create. Different avenues, right? Of potential. This is why I want to actually learn some of this other stuff. Like, one of the followers I have here on the channel, right? Because I follow them too. They've been like on this kick about sewing machines, like Singer sewing machines, like old school Singer machines with a treadle and stuff like that. They're trying to kind of bring it back to a useful state, right? And they're just not gathering it, right? They're just not collecting it or whatever, or trying to resell it. But they're actually trying to use it too because they actually want to use it. But the thing is, the more important thing is that they're male, right? So not the stereotypical, oh hey, only females can sew, blah 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 or whatever. I mean, this is why we got male tailors and stuff like that, right? I've always believed that sewing, crocheting can be done by anyone. Just like fabrication, working with metals and tools can be done by anyone, alright? It don't matter who you are. As long as you have the skill and the capability of handling the tools or whatever, right? I can understand if you can't do sewing or knitting because you don't have the dexterity or whatever, right? I mean, hand-eye coordination, I get that, right? But, for me, I got hand-eye coordination, so I just have to learn how to do it. And who goes back? I think Uncle Swipe slid out already. Hugo. He already slid out. Okay, Iron Farmers. It doesn't feel right for you? Yeah. Oh, you used to do that, huh? I mean, maybe you can get back into it. I don't know. Maybe find an avenue to apply it, right? Because, like I said, I think the reason why I want to do something like knitting or crocheting and stuff like that, right? Or quilting or whatever, is to expand the horizon, the potential of what I can create. And not only that, actually reuse some stuff. Alright? Because there's a certain point where it's just like, with the clothing, right? Like it's kind of funny how I'm talking about clothing and my audience right now is full of females in my side chat. But like, I feel like there's like I don't know how much clothes you folks out there have, right? Some people have less, some people have more, right? I'm definitely not a minimalist or a maximalist when it comes to clothes, right? I have some, and yes, I do have spares too, right? Because winter, I gotta have the winter clothing along the layers and stuff like that, right? I ain't wearing shorts in the winter because I don't run hot like that, right? Or whatever, right? And not every day is like today where it's like sunny and only like just below freezing or 26 Fahrenheit, right? It's not always like that, right? So I need some of that stuff. And I'm not wearing that stuff in the summer, but I do need them in the winter, right? So half the year or so, I don't use it. And some seasons, I actually don't wear some of the articles of clothing just because it's not cold enough. Like I got another winter jacket that, like literally, I would wear for like minus 30 Celsius, minus 22 Fahrenheit, or lower, if I had to, right? Even minus 40, right? Because I have actually worn it minus 37 Celsius, right? And it's warm, right? But it's too warm to wear it now. If I was wearing it right now, I would have to wear like a t-shirt. Or maybe not even a shirt underneath, right? I'd be way too warm with it, right? Because it's get down. So it's very insulated, right? Very warm for what it is, provided I keep it dry. You did spin... What, you did spinning yarn with a spinning wheel? Really? Like, the dropping? Huh. Oh, you're a minimum... Wow, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's sunshine and she's here. Okay, sunflower. Now, you're a minimalist when it comes to clothing. I mean... But you also realize that you do need some winter clothing, right? I mean, like... I'm trying to, like, kind of tone it back down, right? I mean, like, lately, I'm just, like... People will be like, hey, I got this shirt for you, CR, or I got this jacket for you, right? I'll be like, I mean, like... Because it was on sale or whatever. I appreciate it at times, like, don't get me wrong, right? I'm not gonna turn that down, per se, right? But I also gotta remind them at times to be like, you know that I have, like, to a very similar time, right? So I'm now lately I've actually had to like downsize it a little, reorganize. That's actually one of the things I kind of explained it there this other live stream I did not yesterday, a couple of live streams ago when I was explaining it a little bit more. I didn't show it, but I had rearranged this whole closet thing because I was just like. I had clothes over here and clothes over here. Didn't really make sense. It was taking up a lot of room. I had to reorganize it, right? I'm talking about, like, winter type of things. These bigger articles of clothing, jackets, ski pants, and stuff like that. Like, I've shown the ski pants already on here on the channel, right? On one of my previous live streams, right? But I'm like, okay, I only had one pair of ski pants and someone got me a pair. Okay, yeah, now I got a spare. Okay. Do I need 3? Probably not. Right? 2's probably good enough. 1 to wash, 1 to wear, right? And I don't wear them that often because I don't need them in, like, temperatures or a day like this. I need them when, let's say, if I went skiing, I'm on the hill kind of deal. It's really windy out. It's minus 22 Fahrenheit or colder. It's wind chill's high or whatever. It's snowing or whatever. Then, yeah, I would like to have them, right? But generally, most of the year, I don't use them. But when it's really cold, I'll be glad to have them, right? So, you know what I mean? Because there's just a certain temperature where your legs are not gonna get cold. If you don't wear something like that, or a second pair of pants, long johns, whatever, right? Thermals underneath your pants, whatever you're wearing, jeans, slacks, dress pants, whatever, right? Sweats, I don't know. Look at that, it's Nick. Nick, I swear, dude, you're like my like biggest fan right there. Dude's back again, but I think it's probably like, like really? He's like again. Hey Nick, I can show you outside again, Nick. I know you saw part of it yesterday. Maybe I'll show it in a little bit. I'm just topping off my phone a little bit more here. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Who's here? You're in the nick of time. Oh, did I just say that? Yeah. You're in the nick of time, Nick. Maybe I will show. Actually, I'm gonna take a look. Because I know Dave and how he saw. I don't know how much of. No. I don't know if Nick's actually saw what I showed outside. Right. Hey. By the way, Nick, remember when I showed about the light source? Right. About the battery on the phone and using it as a light device, right? I went after the stream ended. I went for another half an hour. So basically, I went down from 76% down to 55-ish%. 2 hours running on light on a smartphone. Like I'm not done turning it on, but yeah. I just wanted to say I have it on. I just want to shine it, but yeah, I had this light source on for 2 hours, and only went down 20%. Because like I said yesterday, and I think I said earlier, right? I keep hearing this like, oh, if you use your light on your phone or whatever, like it's only the last 2 or 3 hours, right? Well, I think maybe a little bit longer if you reallocate the power only to it and turn off everything else, right? Although I did look it up, right? And I'm like, oh, there's some error information that I wanted to consider too, right? So I just have it on a private tab on my phone. I can't look it up right now because I'm using the device for the stream right now, but yeah. I went at it again for another additional half an hour on it. No, I get it. I get that, Iron Flyers. It's just like guys wearing long johns and all that stuff, right? Well, when I say long johns, but you know what I mean. Something along the lines of that, right? It could be some thin pair of pants that you wear while sleeping that you have a version that you can wear, right? I mean, I can do that like that too, right? Depending on what it is, right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Even Sandy understood it. No, it's nothing special, Nick. Like, this is an old smartphone, right? Like I said earlier, previous live stream, last night, right? Because I can't put a carrier on it because it's not the device is not supported by the carrier anymore, right? And like I said, I can bring it into like some sort of like e-waste, blah blah, and all that stuff, right? And yeah. However, it technically does work, and technically it still has some life to it. I'm just using it for something else, not its primary use anymore, right? And stuff like that. I mean, like, since I actually have it next to me here. Maybe have some stuff on it or whatever, right? Have some stuff on it. Alright. Oh, by the way, everyone, this one thing I've shown before, where, oops, dropped something, where I showed, how did I say? Oh, I'm trying to remember. I made it as a shorts, right, with some green, well, this is more like a pink screen, but like a green screen effect, where I push my hand out of the device. This is actually the device. I used pink, right? Like if you actually took a screenshot, right here. If you took a screenshot, you can actually key this pink color out. I'd be able to do it, right? This is actually why I have the pink on this, because I needed it for that reason alone, right? Similar to using blue screen or green screen, right? That kind of thing, right? Let's see what else I randomly have on here. Let's see here. Apparently I have this windshield chart right here. Apparently I have this windshield chart right here for some reason. It's in Fahrenheit, but since then, this specific channel, I feel like I've actually learned that system, even though I never use it. No one uses it around here, but I kind of know it to a certain degree. You know what I mean, Sandy? Yeah. That's what you do, Sandy? I mean, I earn little things like these kind of things you might wear to bed, for example, right? As nightwear or whatever. Okay, work too, right? Because you're just wearing underneath your clothes, right? No one's gonna notice that unless you reveal it. This is supposed to be a daytime stream, not a late night stream. I gotta keep this PG-13-ish. I don't want to dip onto the other side of CR. You get what I mean? But yeah. Because I took the time, since it's been less cold, nicer, aside from yesterday, right? This is why I took the time to actually reorganize some of my wardrobe to a little degree. And just kind of resort it just by like, okay, you know what? What have I been really using? What do I like to use? What do I find important? What article of clothing would be more important for me, right? You know? Like, even to the point now where I've actually separated some of this wool out, right? So now it's a separate section. Because wool has different characteristics compared to cotton and synthetic materials like nylon or polyester, right? Or acrylic or rayon or... and all that stuff. It's got different characteristics, right? So... that's why I keep it separate, so I don't actually have to look at the tag and be like, oh yeah, this is 100% wool. Which means that, you know, it's not necessarily gonna melt if I get closer to a campfire. It's not necessarily gonna have burn holes from sparks from an open campfire, right? If I'm going camping or whatever, yeah, then I'll maybe bring the sweater. Bring the sleeves that I have, right? Like these guys right here, yeah. Yeah, fine, I'll get it. I mean, Sandy, I've had to wear some extra layers inside, right? Just cause. So I get it. I gotta remember what time it is. I gotta remember what time it is. I wouldn't have known that Iron Fire Horse. You know, I was always itching to ask you about that, but, you know, I never found the time to ask you. Hey, Sandy. Yes, sir. Can I ask you something? Yes, sir. Yes, go ahead. How come you're wearing 4 layers? Because the heating costs went up and they're 10%, 20%, sir. Oh, okay, I see. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm kidding. Whoa, whoa, dang. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It's kind of funny. Like yesterday was the first day of spring and we're still talking about winter. Oh, wait. That's because... Yeah. You know what? I think it's that time. Hold on. I have to plug my device and turn my stand. That's why I'm doing it like this. But hey, Nick, you still here, man? I know Iron Firehorse and Sandy are still here, and probably Sunflower too. Pull this out here. Oh, hey, you know what I should? Oh, dang, you know what I should do? I can hear it. I should actually be proactive. But yes, see, Nick? Look, it's starting to dry right here already, and it just snowed yesterday, like literally last night. And I'm already getting, I mean, obviously I'm getting solar energy, sunshine right now, right? Strong sunshine, actually, because it's not clear, but it's mostly mainly sunny right now, right? So all these spots I'm getting sunshine right now. The snow's melting, the ice is melting, and it's evaporating, right? And it's drying off the surface I have. And remember, I showed this exact same, well, more or less, exact same area in the last two streams, when before, during, more or less. Now, this is after. And of course, CB's still here, because, of course, she's still here. It wasn't even that bad, actually. Oh, whatever. I'm fireworks. I did this by hand, by the way, right? Here's a spot that I actually showed last night on the previous live stream, right? I pushed it to the side. There's still some ice. Once the sun hits this area, it'll change it. Like, hold on. Guess I gotta move some, turn around. But, like, literally, I don't actually have something, right? I see other people, they're just showing now, right? Because I think they see how nice my area looks. It's like, how the hell did that guy get, like, an array there? Because I was proactive and I decided to remove as much of the snow as possible. And Mother Nature is providing me some sunshine today and some nicer temperatures, right? like if I was really good, because you can hear this water. I know you can hear this water, right? I'm gonna move this out of the way. I can actually gather rainwater if I want to. Alright. Actually, I probably could. Actually, you know what? There's something I could do. I've done this before, but like, I don't usually do it unless it's actually sunny and warm enough out, right? Where I'll actually use the melting water to melt the ice or the snow to a certain degree. I just grabbing a bucket here. That was like iced. Right? And now I feel better. Yeah, okay. Sandy, it's called Canada. It's called Canada. That's what it's called. That's where it is. That's where she is. Right? Okay. So I'm actually gonna do this. Why not? I got a bucket in my hand. I'm gonna gather some of this rainwater, because I think this is actually starting to flow more clearly. Give me one sec. I showed this, but it's kind of dripping out. And I don't want to get to that. I will gather some of that out. Why not? Why not? Among some other spots I have. Let that gather for a little bit. Well, sorry, Iron Fibers. Like I said, closest thing to spring I can see for a little bit. As I just take a look out here real quick. Oh, my sleeves got wet. I'm not wearing my jacket out here right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dang. I got... Like, it's... All the spots that are getting hit by sunshine right now, it's starting to melt it already. Even though it's technically not above freezing. It's because the surface can absorb the solar energy, right? Even though because it's bright and sunny out right now. There's no way it's full that fast, is it? No, it's not that fast. It's like about a quarter. It's not overfilled probably in like 5 minutes, right? Your what? Your yard is still squishy. No, I've used it sometimes for other little things. There is this one spot I want to take care of. I actually have this. I don't know. Well, I know I have snow above on the top. I just have to take a look. See how much water I might be able to gather. I mean, yeah. Nice. Whew. Okay, well, anyways, I'm gonna go back in. Because my coffee's actually inside. Oh, I see, Sandy. Oh, I see. I see. So I'm not gonna go that much longer because I think I will take advantage of what Mother Nature is providing me outside and be proactive. Not that much longer. There's a couple spots I want to do a few things and I need both hands. It's gonna be loud or whatever, right? Awkward angles. But yes, I do appreciate everyone that did drop by to this live stream. You saw before, during, and after. And it looks like, yeah. And besides, I'm getting dry on what I want to say here. I mean, it's drying out outside. That's what I meant. Like, see her. Yeah. Okay. I know. I know. Well, I mean, for me, Sandy, something like yesterday, I had to eat something because I had to shovel, right? I know I was gonna be doing some stuff, right? So because of it, I had to get some caloric intake in me to maintain it. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go to this bottom of the hour, actually. So there are 8 minutes, 7 minutes. Yeah, to the bottom of the hour. So 10:30 Pacific, 1:30 Eastern, or 12:30 Central. Okay. I think I'll just go to that time. I think it'll give me enough time to recharge my device here before I hopefully be able to jump in with Shout Scout Swede. Because he'll be live in about 90 minutes. I tried to jump over there if I got some time. That's why I decided to do the stream beforehand. Because he hasn't gone through daylight savings time yet, so usually his streams would start at the top of the next hour, but for a couple weeks it won't be like that. Until he catches up with us. Okay. Well, congrats with a CR in it. Right? I feel like I should show something in pink or blue right now. Right? I feel like I should just bring out a pink glove and a blue glove just for that reason or whatever, right? Right. I don't mind pink and I don't mind blue. Pink's just a light tint of red, right? Although I do like baby blue or no, actually I like sky blue. What am I thinking? Sky blue. Sky blue, yeah. Like I'm seeing right now, sky blue. Mm. I can just see you. You're like, Grandma, yes? Why? How come how come every two you make, you always eat one? I can just see that. Next thing you know, it's just like, I thought we made all these. Why does it have gone already? Sorry. It's just like, one, make two, but one's for me. Here's two, but one's for me. Right. I could just see something like that, but yeah. Oh, it's nice outside. And my solar lights are charging too. I actually have, since it's so sunny today, I might actually have to double check to see if they're full yet at this rate. It's like some other batteries I have on the side that I still have to top back off too. While I'm at it, actually, I think it's probably actually, I'm just gonna do this. Check this one right here, real quick here before I end the stream. Especially since I have my multimeter on the table right now. It is. It's not cool. Where am I at? Come on. 1.17 volt, a little bit more. And the one that I have that I do want to charge is probably like that, isn't it? No, it's at 1.05. So switch this out. Put the other one on and try to top these off. I see. Well, soon I will snap, crackle, and pop my way out of the stream. That sounded funnier in my head. It definitely sounded funnier in my head. It sounded funnier in my head. Maybe I should have used my inner voice. Kept it in my mind. I thought it sounded funnier when I first thought of it. You know, I like how you guys are like, oh, hey, someone's talking about food. Let's talk about food. Zero doesn't mind. He's always hungry. He doesn't mind. Yeah. Okay, there. This is why the word crave food has CR in it. Just saying. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, I see. You're a butterhug. And a couple more minutes here. No. Probably should turn that off. My multimeter. Yes, that's gonna be nice. All of a nice dry surface pavement again. I'm pretty sure actually, because like, it's funny. Earlier, when I was checking the forecast earlier, it wasn't even supposed to be sunny until like later in the afternoon, closer to like the evening time, like, you know, supper time or whatever, right? It's supposed to be cloudy this morning, but Mother Nature's like, hey, it's known for you guys to be nice and give you some sunshine the next day and let it dry everything out. And I'm like, yes. All I had to do was kind of shovel the snow out of the way first. Like, I'm like actually looking outside in different areas and just like, I can just see the pavement. It's damp, obviously, because it's still melting, but anyway, it looks really nice now. All right, I won't have to worry about, you know, black ice, at least on those areas. All right, on this freezing fall cycle that I'm probably gonna go through for the rest of this month, probably still. until April. I'm crossing my fingers that I'll see some, like, really nice weather in April. Motivate me to want to garden. Because at the moment, I'm not quite feeling spring-like yet. Not quite, it hasn't sprouted my interest yet. Although I need to actually start thinking about it soon, because it is... I usually start thinking about it after, like, Equinox Day, right? After St. Patrick's Day, and stuff like that. Oops, pardon, senor. Wookie dick. Alright, so this will be the last minute here, because I think it's about time. I must have started the stream. Yeah, it's already half past. Because my clock literally changed. Like, bottom now. So I appreciate everyone that dropped by on the stream. I'm Farhost. Remember, we gotta do stuff. I think we need to stop doing that other CR thing called procrastinating. Right? I'm guilty of it too, right? I'm guilty of it too. A lot of these CR words, I'm guilty of it too. That's right. I'm guilty of procrastinating, right? But I encourage you folks to do something, right? We had some fun, some laughter. It's time to get serious and do something proactive once again. So take care, everyone. And, as things are changing out there, whatever it is, gas price, blah, 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 food, inflation, blah, 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 right? We're going to have to do something about it the best that we can. Adapt the best that we can with what we got, right? And keep going. The skill and the knowledge out there is out there. We just gotta pick it up. Gain some experience while doing it. And try to help someone the best that you can with with the time and the energy and the resources that you do have available whenever possible. Take care, everyone. And remember, everyone, I will be doing lives this weekend, so keep up with that. And if randomly Nick comes by for another live stream, then he's really awesome. So he showed up again for me twice in a row. Take care, everyone. I'll catch you all on the next one. Later, everyone.